Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Bijal Patel, and I've worked with Steve and Jadwiga, or Dr. Alexiewicz and Dr. Steinberg for the last 11 years here at Sharp Memorial with Balboa Nephrology. I know for this special celebration, they wanted to have a special person that they held in high regard. And when that person was busy, they said, whoever's not on call. So I'm not on call today, so you got me. On behalf of the nephrologists and Dr. Steinberg and Dr. Alexiewicz, we would like to thank Dan Gross, Tim Smith, and the Sharp administration for all their support of the Sharp Transplant team and the nephrologists at Sharp Memorial. We would also like to thank Kathleen and the Transplant team for giving us an opportunity to do our life's work. And a special thanks to the nurses on 5 West who strive with us physicians to make sure we give the best chance to patients to live well with kidney disease. The kidneys work behind the scenes, churning all the toxins from the various indulgences that life has to offer. So true is the work of the nephrologist. The field of nephrology is not glamorous. No one is doing a 5K for in-center dialysis. But here at Sharp Memorial and at Sharp Transplant, Dr. Alexiewicz and Dr. Steinberg have served some of the most unfortunate and marginalized patients in our society, saving lives, restoring life, while providing an example of what it means to be a healer, a giver, and more importantly, a fighter for the health of our community. It is only fitting that today we are celebrating 2 wonderful physicians who have dedicated their life to medicine, to patients, to the community of Sharp Memorial and Sharp Transplant endeavor. We all know how much free time both of them have spent thinking about people with kidney disease. I really cannot imagine my career devoid of this influence. The human element in medicine will never change. Our patients will always need a physician healer, and our medical community will always need a physician leader. One of my favorite quotes of Dr. Steinberg is a simple one. There's a lot of quotes, but the rest of them had swear words. The quote is, "You don't get something from nothing." That is, never underestimate a transplant patient's illness. Dr. Steinberg has encouraged us to be inquisitive, persistent, and unapologizing, remembering that non-adherence is part of the disease. It's part of the patient. He knew it cannot be a reason to halt or suspend care. Rather, he developed a system that accounts for this issue in the transition clinic for our maturing adolescents. You don't get something from nothing. Dr. Steinberg truly understands that you can't have the benefits of a relationship without investing in the relationship. Let's remember what it takes to have a relationship. A connection starts with communication, which starts with listening. The depth of a relationship builds with time, and meaningful change occurs from a commitment to a shared goal. You don't get something from nothing. For the past 40 years, Dr. Steinberg has spread his wisdom to all parts of our Sharp community. We have benefited from a leader in the field of nephrology who has built a practice encompassing all aspects of nephrology. As a leader, he has always preached to take care of the patient without regard to insurance or access. Because of Dr. Steinberg, we can take care of a patient through the entire life cycle of kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease, dialysis at home, dialysis in a center, kidney and pancreas transplantation, dialysis access, research, and even during death. There are very few nephrologists in the country that are able to take full care of patients without having to think about the transaction of every visit. but rather allow yourself to take full care of the patient, whether they're in front of you or at home. This has led to a more fulfilling career in nephrology for many nephrologists in San Diego. From all the nephrologists of Balboa Nephrology Medical Group, we thank you for that privilege. What I am most proud of Dr. Steinberg has been his advocacy for physician champions. He understands that caring for people requires a physician champion. In order to care for people, we must also care for our physicians. Let's remember that. If Dr. Steinberg has been the king of sharp transplant, then we must know who our queen is. Dr. Steinberg's vision can only be reality with physicians who put smiles on patients' faces and allow patients to get back to their own lives. Dr. Alexiewicz is that physician. Dalai Lama once said, "Compassion is the wish to see others free from suffering." For the past 18 years at Sharp Memorial and for 35 years in a medical career, Dr. Jadwiga Alexiewicz has made that wish come true for so many people. Dr. Alexiewicz calls out inefficiencies and inaccuracies in our care. She does it with conviction and passion, not just because it is who she is, but it is what is needed in medicine today. How many times have we seen her save the day for a patient? Who else will do that? The next time anyone sees a patient suffering or not getting the care they need, I think we should think about what Dr. Alexiewicz would have done in that situation. I ask you to channel your inner Dr. Alexiewicz. Be loud and be proud. Stop crying. Because Dr. Alexiewicz is loved by her patients. You know, the other day I walked into our shared office and I looked at her desk and there was dozens of cards and boxes of chocolates and gifts. And I looked over to my desk and there was a gift sitting there. Well, it had just spilled over onto my desk, but under that gift, there was a prior authorization I needed to fill out. So maybe the timing of your retirement is a pretty good one. I want to share with all of you something you may not know about Dr. Alexiewicz. As I've gotten to know her, as my colleague and as my guardian angel, Jadwiga is a gentle soul. What you see on the outside is the fight and determination to fulfill that yearning to help others and change the lives of her patients by lessening pain and suffering. When patients hurt, she hurts. I know this empathy has allowed for a full life and career in medicine. For decades, Dr. Alexiewicz has prioritized her patients first. I'm so proud of her today in deciding to make that change to focus on herself. Dr. Alexiewicz's retirement is a big loss for Sharp Memorial and our transplant program. It is a big loss for Balboa Nephrology Medical Group, and it is a big loss to our colleagues, fellow doctors and nurses. And of course, you know, it is a big loss for me. Why did I put this in there? Because of Jadwiga, I got to celebrate my 45th birthday yesterday. I love you. In the ever so changing field of medicine, our constant has been Dr. Steinberg and Dr. Alexiewicz. No matter what changes were occurring, he knew that medicine was carried on the backs of physicians. And no matter what changes were occurring, she knew that healing occurred within the four walls of the exam room. I truly believe no force will ever change that. Patients need great physicians. Physicians need great physicians. Healthcare needs great physicians. Let's not ever forget that. We will miss the sounds of Sharp Memorial without Dr. Steinberg and Dr. Alexiewicz, the sounds of anguish of Dr. Alexiewicz when her patient crashes, or when one of the new hospitalists accidentally takes her computer. We will also miss all the laughter of Dr. Steinberg's self-deprecating, less tall or less young jokes. Dr. Alexiewicz, the ultimate patient advocate. Dr. Steinberg, the ultimate physician advocate. Both are necessary for our patients and our community. On behalf of all physicians and colleagues at Sharp Memorial, Sharp Transplant, and Balboa Nephrology Medical Group, we thank Dr. Alexiewicz and Dr. Steinberg for showing us what it truly means to be a physician. I have learned that the most enjoyable moments in life are when you reminisce a past memory, experience a special moment, and catch a glimpse of the future, all in the same instance. For Sharp Memorial and Sharp Transplant, that moment may be now. We have a deep understanding of how and why we got here. Through the enormous efforts of two remarkable individuals. This is a special moment, being a small part celebrating Dr. Alexiewicz and Dr. Steinberg today. And now we must handle our future with the vision and tenacity Dr. Steinberg and Dr. Alexiewicz has gifted us. Let's carry on their legacy. Let's do it with kindness and respect. And most importantly, let's do it together. We must believe our real strength comes from our willingness to care for and support each other. Thank you and congratulations to Dr. Steinberg and Dr. Alexiewicz.